Tonight and tomorrow night, the Bosoma Dance Company will present their annual fall season performance at the Boston University Dance Theater at 915 Commonwealth Avenue. The theme is Plug In, a new work based on the impact of technology on our everyday lives. I'm pleased to welcome one of the co-founders of this professional company, Irada Jelassi. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right, tell us a little bit about the name Bosoma and what your niche is.
Well, Bosoma came from the words Boston and somatic, meaning the movement of the body. We do contemporary modern dance. We've had a professional company in Boston for 13 years now, and every year we open our annual season at the Boston University Dance Theater.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Plugged In. Steve Jobs' movie didn't do that well here, but this dance, you're talking about the impact of technology on people's lives?
Right, so the second half of the show is a half-hour long piece, Plug In, and it was developed over really the last 2 years with different aspects of how technology influences our life and how we can be distracted daily and almost in every moment by our phones. There's aspects of selfies where the dancers are taking selfies. The dancers have phones, their own phones in their hand the whole time. And then there's a projection, so you see some of the selfies. We had the audience contribute some selfies. We've been collecting them over like the last few weeks. And then there's moments of FaceTime where we would think of FaceTime as this kind of interaction, a personal interaction, and where it's become a disconnect, where it's between a monitor and you're seeing somebody to have that personal connection. We watched Steve Jobs' movie. We've talked a lot about his life and his need or his desire to make our devices, our smartphones, an extension of ourself.
Now, so young people who live this sort of life will totally connect with this kind of thing there, even if they don't think of themselves as a typical dance audience.
We hope so. That's part of the goal of this piece, to bring that audience into the theater.
I noticed that in your mission statement that you wanted to, not only develop contemporary dance, but advocate for it and let people know, because there's so many art forms that people are distanced from, particularly because, like you say, because dance is one of the worst when you see it, on tape or something. It doesn't have anywhere near, it doesn't to do it there. So did you help?
Really, a lot of the dance we see now is on television, right, and in movies, videos, yeah, and things, and the audience numbers in the audience are declining rapidly, and we're really trying to get people to come out and see live shows. And so by using a concept that the younger population is very familiar with, we're hoping that in this piece you see that the goal is for the audience to see the desire to put your phone down, to get away from a screen, and to just appreciate human movement and human connection and the human body and the human touch. So we're hoping that in this piece you take a moment to see the value in that.
I think in the past, people appreciated dance much more because, it's continuous performance. In a, hip-hop video, they just do a dance for a little second. Sure. It's not all in one. So people who have never experienced this kind of continuous flow and challenge will be amazed.
Right. And I think our attention span has kind of dwindled, and we're always multitasking with, you've got your computer screen and your television and your phone and so much going on, that just to let that go. And this piece has a lot of that going on. It is sensory overload on so many levels.
Well, our time's running out there, but I imagine you have a large tech component to this with you. Say things are being projected and, you're sort of live streaming at this moment. Sorry, remind us tonight and tomorrow night. This is at BU's Dance Theater.
Right,
yeah.
Which is on the side of the Agganis Arena. The entrance is on Buick Street. Tickets are available online. It's at 8 p.m.
And so people should, and we should probably have you back some other time. You have dance classes for everything from kids to, you know, all kinds of adults.
We do.
Probably they're not as live as you are, but I mean, everybody can get behind some dance.
Everybody can dance at any age and any level. We do a number of classes. We do classes at different schools in the community. We have summer intensives for the college-age student.
All right, so people should go to this, put their phones down, or take a selfie of themselves at the audience. Thank you so much, Ira.
Thank you.
And so what is your website so we can go and look at this?
It's bossoma.org, and you can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And
the whole thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of Neighborhood Network News. Chris Lovett and the rest of the gang will be back here on Monday night. We hope you'll join us then.